Hi there, welcome back. So now we're going to start getting into more of the technical things. And today I want to talk about construction, which also leads into the cost. Because I know ours might not be the cheapest shutters, but I know they're very, very well made. And that is so important, especially in England, because the weather is so humid. In Utah, where I was from, it was really dry. So that wouldn't affect anything at all. But wood can warp, wood can bend, and it's really important how they're made, because if not, when the two shutters come together, let me just show you here. When they come together like this, if they bend and warp, they're going to tip like this, and they won't come together here at the bottom, which is really, really important when you've made a fairly important investment in shutters. So be really, really careful that you know the company that you're getting them from, that the quality is really well made. What we do in particular is this part right here, they actually drill out and they take that out, and then they put wood back in and they turn it. So if you look here, you can see that that's been drilled out, or maybe you can't see, but anyway, and then they've turned that wood, and so they hold each other taut, which is really, really important to make that strong so that they don't warp and they hold really straight. I'm really proud of the shutters that we sell, because it's something that we can stand behind. It's something that we've got a guarantee on. Because again, you don't want to put shutters in your house, try to cut costs. I'm not saying that we have the only good shutters, but I know that we've got a really good quality shutter. And hopefully we're giving you the best price that we can for this shutter. So let me get back to the important things as well. We've been asked before if they will fade. Well, our shutters are painted and sanded 5 to 6 times. So that's really, really important. And they also have a UV finish on them. So make sure that you check that out as well. Because like I said, sometimes the statement "you get what you pay for" is true, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes things can be overpriced, and you don't get the value that you think you're going to. With us being a family business, hopefully we don't have the overhead costs, and hopefully we can give you the best value possible. So that's a few things on the cost, and it's also a few things on how the shutters are made. Now I'm on the next video, I'm going to go into styles. So I want you to take a good look at the area that you're putting those windows in, because with the styles, I want you to be deciding how much light you want in the room. I want you to be looking at how much privacy you want in the room. There's going to be various things that we're now going to start going over and really kind of starting cracking down on some decisions. One thing also that I wanted to mention with the make of the shutter that's really important, I touched on this earlier when we went into stains and saying some of the stain shutters aren't as durable, and I said I would come back and go over some things about the shutters in the kitchens and the baths, which is really important, because you're going to we have a certain line of shutter that is specifically made where it's 100% water resistant for the bathrooms, right? And that's vital, because if you don't get the correct shutter in the right place, you're going to be really, really let down. Because in Utah, when we put wallpaper in bathrooms, just the steam will, after a while, peel that off. So in bathrooms, not only are they getting steam, but if it's close to the shower and could possibly get wet, it's hugely, hugely important that you get the correct shutter for that. That is waterproof and is the perfect shutter for the perfect window. That would be the case also for the kitchen. If you've got a shutter behind that kitchen faucet and it's splashing onto that shutter, you're going to want to make sure that that shutter is water resistant. Okay, so for one, you won't want to stain in either one of those areas because it's the coating and what those the louvers are made out of. These are the louvers, and I'll tell you a little bit more about those later and the different sizes that you can get. But you're going to want to make sure that, again, you've got the right thing for the right area. That's one of the vital things when I was saying you can make some mistakes. That would be a huge one, what your shutter is made out of. Because if you get the wrong shutter, after a few years, it's going to be change the whole thing. So be really, really careful on how that shutter is made, and then work with us on, and we can counsel you on what shutter style and what it's made of goes in the exact correct room. So hopefully that helps. Again, have a look around, because now we're going to start on the next videos. We're going to start going into style, and there's some important things that you need to know in that don't catch you off guard, so that you get the right look that you want for that room. For instance, having it, if you want the doors to lay back against the wall, it's important that we go over that at the time of when you're ordering the videos. One other thing that I would say on the videos, or on the shutters, you have a choice. I've noticed sometimes on that you can order your shutters online. We have looked at doing that, but to be honest with you, that would be so stressful, I feel, for the customer, because if they're ordered wrong, that's a huge loss of money. You know, it's a big mistake. So we don't actually offer that, because if we get it wrong, we pay for it. Of course, we're professionals, so, you know, the chances of us getting that wrong hopefully are pretty slim. But when you're doing it and you don't know kind of what you're doing, I think, as you'll find out as we go along, it gets fairly technical. So I'm just letting you know, we don't offer that as a choice, and that's the reason why. But hopefully we can still give you a good price, and hopefully we'll give you great service, which is why we're doing these videos, to be just as much help as possible to you. Okay, have a good day.